What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's last video that I'm recording, I wanted to do my update for the end of March for my project pan. So if you guys are interested in watching that video, just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so I have all of the original items that I had in my project pan, and then I've also thrown in even more items. So, you know, let's just get into it. First, I want to talk about my bullet lipstick that I had in my project. I kind of lost it. I don't know where it is, but yeah, whenever I find it again, it'll be back in this project. Of course, if I find it before I actually post this video, I will show an updated version of the paper where I keep track of where my amount of product is. Show you guys really quickly. This is the amount of product that I had, so not very much. I mean, it was honestly more of a gimme product. I can go through those bullet lipsticks pretty quickly because I got that, and then within a few months I got that far down, so I'm not really worried about it. I've already used that bullet lipstick, I want to say 2 to 3 times, and spring is just starting, and I love wearing that color spring and summer. So I, without a doubt, once I find it, know that I will get through that bullet lipstick. But let's just keep going with the rest of the items in my project pan. So I'm just gonna knock out the non-makeup-y items. Of course, I want to start off with my shampoo and conditioner. You can see I did really good on my shampoo this month. I'm really proud of myself. And then on my conditioner, I wrote it. I don't know if you guys can see. This is where I started, and this is where I ended for the month of March. So I did really good on both of those items. I put them in there, as you guys know, because I am lazy and I don't like to wash my hair, but I have definitely used them easily twice in the month, and probably 3-4 times. But yeah, I have done good. The next item that I've done, I think, really good on is the perfume. You guys can see the lines that I marked. As you guys know, I never remember to wear perfume, so the fact that I got such a huge dent in, I'm very happy. I'm on the way to finishing that perfume up by the end of the year, and I'm super excited. Next is this mask, y'all. I swear this mask is like refilling itself after I use it. I have used this mask once a week this whole month, and it don't look like I've done anything. How, Sway? How? I don't know what's going on with this mask, but bruh, something's gotta give. This mask gotta stop regrowing. I guess I gotta use more. I don't know, but I use this. I do this when I multitask with my mask, and I use it down on the bottom half of my face. I don't let it touch my forehead because it really dries out my forehead for some reason. So I swear I'm using this. I've used it 2-3 times this month because I can't use it too much or it will dry out my whole face. So I swear I'm using that, guys. Even though it's regrowing itself, I'm using it, I promise. Okay, next is my Wet n Wild clear brow gel. Now, I know it looks like I'm not that far down, but I'm actually further down. If you guys see, when I take the wand out, all of this this part is just excess on the sides. I really hit the product like down here, so this really is where I'm at, but I marked that because that's how high the walls are. I don't think it should take more than a month, if that, for me to get through this product. Once again, it's not a bad product. I know of cheaper options, and why not get through something and then have a cheaper option, because I hear the e.l.f. one is really good, so why not just buy that from now on, you know? Next, ooh, really good progress on this one. This is my e.l.f. brow gel, and you guys, I have like a corner left. I am so happy about this. I am aiming to get this done by the end of, this was March, so the end of April. I am aiming to get this completely done and out of this project. I have it in my brows right now, and the only problem I have with this is that it makes my brows look really oily. You can see them right now, they look super oily, and I really don't like that. So I really want to get this brow gel from Wet n Wild done, and then also the elf brow gel kit thing done by the end of April. These two liquid lipsticks from Ulta. Now, after, I think it was in January or February, one of those months, I tested these out and I realized that they really do dry down, and the only reason I put them in this project is because I thought they weren't drying down. So I've gotten my use out of them, to be quite honest. I don't reach for these because I usually don't reach for nudes like at all. So I'm actually going to take these out of this project. I got what I wanted to know out of this, and these are relatively new. I think I got these actually last year at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and for me, I don't mind old products in my collection. I just want to use the products, you know what I mean? So those are good to get out of my project pan. My liquid lipstick from Colored Raine Brick House, I have been using this non-stop. You guys will see in the upcoming videos and I'm wearing it right now. This is my nude that I've been wearing constantly. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my Instagram wearing this liquid lipstick, so I'm doing really good. Unfortunately, you can't really see what's going on in it, but I'm gonna keep using it and see how far I can get, see if I can actually finish it or not. And if I don't, you know, I still love the liquid lipstick, I'll still keep it, but it's just kind of to see how long it would take for me to get through a Colored Raine liquid lipstick, because I have a bunch of them, a bunch. Next is the ColourPop liquid lipstick that I have. This is the satin. I actually already put aside the other one for Soko Beauty Vlogs. Or that's not her name anymore. I don't remember what her name is anymore. I'll put it on the screen magically. But this is the satin, and I actually do like their satin formula. I just have not been reaching for this color or any color sort of like this, to be quite honest. Lately I've been really doing more monochromatic looks and not really doing nudie bold nudes. So I might take that out of this project, but that can stay in there for another month and we'll see what happens with that. The other two I have are these ColourPop lip liners. I haven't really been doing good on bonus points, but that's just because I generally don't reach for a brown lip liner, to be quite honest. I've really been killing it on this one, which is Poison. I've memorized the name, that's how much I use it. But here is the lip liner. I've really been killing it, and I actually probably need to update. No, I don't. So I can show you guys the markings. I actually marked them on the same page I marked my lipstick. So you can see I have used the bonus points, but I've really killed it on Poison. So I'm super happy of my progress on those two items, and the rest are palettes, so give me a second to get those. So next one that I have in my project pan is my black Radiance finishing powder. I absolutely love this finishing powder. It is beautiful, it works, no problems with this, and this is really coming in handy lately. I've been using it. My computer is going crazy, as it usually does, so I've been using it lately to really bring the color back into my face, because I'm really trying to focus on the one shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and that one's a little too light for me right now. But using that in conjunction with this is allowing me to use two different powder products, so I'm okay with it. And I have been working on this slowly, but I have definitely not been focusing on that one. And since I brought up my Kat Von D Shade and Light, let me just go ahead and talk about that one right now. So as you guys can see, I already got rid of these two shades. I gave them to my girl, and I have been focusing on these two. I used both of them during the winter to set my under eyes, and I will go back to just using this one in the summer. But as of right now, I can still get away with setting my under eyes with these two, although this one is getting a little too light, so I might have to start going back to just the darker one. And this is the shade that I was talking about setting my whole face. It is slightly too light for my skin right now. I am getting a little bit more color, so it's a little too light. But honestly, y'all, I doubt you guys can see it, but I've done a pretty good job on this palette, especially this shade, and I've got a really good dent. I really just want to hit pan, because if I hit pan, that was my goal. I just wanted to hit pan on one of the shades. So I'm doing really good on this shade, which is Shadow Play. So I'm really hoping that I can hit pan on it, and then I don't even have to stress over using this palette anymore, because I would have accomplished my goal. Next is the Narcissist Fully Loaded palette. Now this palette, I am determined to hit pan in at least one of these shadows by the end of this year. This is actually my pan that palette this year, and this is the first year I've done that. But these are really thick shadows. I've never done a pan that palette, so I didn't know. I've only really worked with, let's see, these three and these three. Those are really the only shades that I touch in this palette, to be really honest. And I do think that the ones that I'll hit pan the fastest will be these two. I've been setting my whole lid with this one, and this one is my first transition color. No matter what palette I use, I always come in to get that transition color from here, and that's why you guys can see that good little dent there. So I'm hoping to at least hit pan in those two shadows, if not the rest of the ones that I've been reaching for that palette for. Next, I'm going to talk about my Juvia's Place Volume 1 palette. Now this one, my goal was to hit pan. I was specifically focusing on Abby because I use that as a bronzer, but lately I've actually been getting used to out of almost all of these shades. I've been using this a lot as a highlight. What's happening to me, you can actually see it, maybe possibly. I have it on today, and I actually have on a combination of Zane and Neo as a blush. I really blended it out this time, so I don't think you guys can see it. I have been using Toby, and I really do actually like that depending on the look. I haven't really reached for Zara, but honestly there's not much difference in my opinion between that and Leela, so I've been getting a lot of use out of this. I'm not sure if I'll get to hit pan because this was basically new before I put this in the project pan, but I have definitely gotten a lot of use out of it, and I am very happy about that. So my next one, I'm excited, y'all. Like, I'm excited. I hit pan, guys. I hit pan in Buff, so I'm super excited about that. I actually stopped using it because now I feel like I'll lose one of my favorite colors, because that has been one of my favorite colors. I've loved that color, and that's the same reason why I kind of stopped on Plum, is because I don't want to get rid of these colors. I'm not that person who can pan the whole palette that I actually like. I really like this palette, so I don't want to pan the whole thing. The next shadow, because my whole plan with this one is I wanted to hit pan on 2 new shadows. So the 2 eyeshadows that I'm gonna kind of focus on now are light brown and navy. It looks like I'm actually interested in these 3 shimmers too, so you never know, it might be a shimmer that I hit pan on too. But those are the shadows that I'm aiming, that I'm really focusing on in this palette. I come into light brown to lighten up my transition closer to my brow bone. I don't do a highlighted brow bone, but I will use light brown if I think I went too high compared to my eyeshadow, to my eyebrow. And I come into navy to really deepen up any look. I find that that's a nicer way to deepen up a look compared to using a straight up black. So I have really been enjoying reaching for this palette, and I'm really happy that I put this in my project pan. And then, as you guys know, because I added this in my first update on this YouTube channel, I put my Jacklyn Hill palette in here. I have actually reached for this a good amount of times. I must say, I was not expecting to. I've reached for like this quad, these 2 shimmers. Today I actually have these 2 mattes on my lid and this shimmer. I actually have these two mattes on my lid and this shimmer. So really those are the only shadows that I've reached for since putting this in my project pan. I forgot that these are two shimmers. Like, why do we need two shimmers? Why of all people didn't Jacklyn just do a matte setting lid shade? So that kind of confused me. But honestly, with this palette, I just kind of want to get more use out of it. I'm not stressing to get pan on this because I wouldn't have used this if I hadn't put this in this project. So that's the only reason why I have put this in the project. I'm not expecting to hit pan by any means. I'm really focusing on my other palettes to really hit pan on. But now that I'm done, I have some other products that I want to put in this project. I might go over the 18 limit, but it's fine. I've already finished up products, so either way, it's just kind of, this is a finish 18 by 18, but I kind of want to roll some more products in there to just get more use out of more of my collection. So I want to put this serum in here, and you guys can see where I'm at, hopefully by the line. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. I've been using this as an alternative on nights that I don't want to use my Drunk Elephant TLC serum, and I have liked it. The only thing I hate about it is like the way this is packaged. There's no, like, you have to like put it on your finger, and that's really annoying, like really annoying. So I kind of want to just get rid of it because I don't want to deal with putting it on my finger every night. Like, that's just honestly annoying me. I also just kind of want to get more use out of this lip scrub that I got from Milani. It was low-key expensive. I want to say this was like $10, and I was not about to buy it, but I really needed a lip scrub because I have been wearing a lot of matte liquid lipsticks and not really moisturizing my lips in between. So this is the lip scrub, and just to show you guys, this is where I'm at. So yeah, I just kind of want to get more use out of it. I'm not stressing to really finish this product. I mean, it would be nice, but I want to get more use out of it because honestly, I forget that I have it, and so I don't use it. The next product that I want to put in this project is this Becca Ever Matte, what is it? Ever Matte Poreless Priming, whatever. This was like at one point the oily girl's best friend, but in my opinion this is a little too drying. It does a little too much for me. I'm gonna actually mark it right now so I have proof of where I'm at. And I got this far just from like using it like a normal person, to be honest, and I've had this for about a year, so I think it's time to just get this out of my collection. I don't really like it. It's too drying, and when I put it on my face, it's just, my face really feels really tight. The one thing I have realized is if I just apply it with the applicator, it's not as tightening on my skin. So I actually do like that, but still at the end of the day, I don't really like this primer. I have other mattifying primers that I like better because they're not as constricting, and I feel like I don't get as oily. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in this project pan. I also want to put this foundation. I just bought this maybe 3 months ago. No, I bought it last year. I bought it last year at some point. And I actually bought it from TJ Maxx, so I only paid $4 for it, but this is now my correct shade. I'm pretty sure this will be a perfect shade for spring, and so I just kind of want to get more use out of it. This is how far I've gotten just from normal wear and tear, and I do tend to rotate through my foundations depending on the season. I have more foundations for spring and summer than I do for winter, so this has been rotating through every so often, but I just kind of want to focus on this. I want to see how far I can get and how fast I can get through it. So yeah, I want to do that. And then the last item that I want to talk about is this EOS lip balm. I keep this in my book bag and I use it constantly, but I kind of want to just put this in the project pan. I've already gotten a really good dent. Like, if you guys know, these EOS balms are like super rounded, so I've already gotten a really good dent, but I just kind of wanted to throw this in here just to fortify and make sure that I actually keep using this product. So give me a second. I want to count up how many products I actually have, and then yeah. So I actually have 19 items in this project. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of this ColourPop Lippy. I'm not using it. Why force myself to try and use it? No. And then I do want to add one thing, just because I know I'm gonna be done with 2 items soon, and I've already been like secretly but not so secretly panning it. It's this Tarte Shape Tape. I don't like this concealer. It's too much for me, way too much. I don't need very much concealing under my eyes, so this is too much and it dries my under eyes. So I kind of want to get this out of my collection as well. Unfortunately, I can't see my progress, but I'm ready for that to go too. So now I officially really do have 19 products. By next month, I hope to have my e.l.f. Eyebrow kit done, my Wet n Wild setter done, hopefully even my Becca matte and poreless done, and maybe even hitting pan and a couple more of my eyeshadows. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you like project pans. Comment below if you're doing a project pan. I'd love to kind of look in on it. If you're on YouTube, if you have a blog, etc, etc, I will make sure to link my blog post down below. And yeah, definitely thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Peace.